And now, one of the highlights of our weekly show, Barry Warner from Sports Radio 610. Barry, what's your rants today?
Well, so much to talk about on such little time to do it, so let me get it off the top of my bald head. Number one, bottom line, Bud Adams, the guy who screwed the city of Houston when he moved the Oilers to Tennessee, hanging Jeff Fisher out to dry. But it's more than just Jeff. It's an entire coaching staff and support system that Jeff wanted to sign to extended contracts. Now, about 25 families are going to be up in the air with the lockout. Rant number two, Randy Moss, the last molecule, the last inch of respect I had from you, right down the toilet for taking the game off. Here was an opportunity for Randy Moss, who's auditioning for the other 31 owners in the league for a new gig, to have been a team guy, to have put his arm around Rusty Smith, who, by the way, was about as effective at quarterback as my old friend Rusty Staub, who hasn't put a baseball uniform on in almost 25 years. What a joke. But all Randy Moss had to do was to come over, work with a guy, say, hey, I'll do this, I'll do that. But no, he just mailed it in. And then there was the fight. You know, it's the old story. I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Well, I went to a football game. And what did I see? I saw something for the first time that I've been watching pro football, and that goes back to 1950, before you two yahoos were even thought of. Two guys with their helmets off throwing haymakers. Cortland Finnegan is a chump. He should have been suspended. It blows me away that this guy, who is a third-time offender, who was part and parcel of the old Buddy Ryan system, handed down to Jeff Fisher and to Chuck Cecil, that this was allowed to go on. But until Paul Tagliabue's successor, Roger Goodell, quits lawyering and hammers the table and gets in front of the Players Association and puts some meat into the fines, fines don't matter. 25 grand for Richard Seymour 2 weeks ago is less than 0.5% of this guy's net pay.
So you're telling me $25,000 isn't a lot of money?
It's chump change. It's tip money when you're making $12 million a year. 25 grand of Cortland Finnegan when you're making over $1 million a year. Spare me. Go say it's like it's a parking ticket for crying out loud.
I wholeheartedly disagree. $25,000 will pay for a year of college.
Well, as cheap as you are, you still got the damn bonus money you got when you left Rice. So what are you talking about? You're the worst. You're so cheap that you got to brush your teeth with WD-40 for crying out loud.
Well, at least I have teeth to brush. All you do is throw them in a cup to clean them. But $25,000 is a lot of money. And to say that these fines aren't hurting these players.
They're not.
Dante Robinson was fined $100,000, all for making big hits.
And
I mean, that's football.
It's tax
and that's
deductible.
$100,000.
No, it's not.
And for you to say that these fines are not outrageous is crazy. I wish I had your bank account if $25,000 doesn't mean that much to you.
All right, that's enough, guys. Barry,
and from the look of your clothes, obviously you don't spend money either.
You got to get yours returned after the show. You lose your deposit.
Thank you, Barry Warner, for your weekly rant. Cindy Kalu, thank you for dehumanizing Barry right here